Hello, San Angelo. Welcome to the Live Daily News Show. I'm James Bellini. In news, court documents have been released, and a San Angelo teenager has been arrested for his involvement in the River Point Apartments murder. And a subdivision south of San Angelo saw some excitement this morning as law enforcement flooded the streets regarding a manhunt. Before that, we have Shanks with the San Angelo Broadway Academy in studio to talk about The Lion King. We'll get into that interview right after these messages from Carpet Tech and Jim Bass.
It's the 25 Ford Mustang, expertly crafted in Flat Rock, Michigan. Now's the perfect time to seize our exclusive employee pricing and amazing dealer discounts, allowing you to drive off in this iconic car for just $31 grand. Selection, employee pricing, and dealer discounts make this the perfect time to buy. Built in America and sold right here at Jim Bass Ford for over 60 years. Houston Hart and Arden Road or 24/7 at bassmunch.com.
My name is Kade Simmons. I'm the site manager here in San Angelo. What matters to our customers, I believe, is what we say is CT quality, CT experience, just making sure their needs are met, taking care of their home like it was ours. You just have to keep thinking of, it's never the wrong time to do the right thing. So just making sure you're taking care of what needs to be taken care of, and just knowing that they can rely on us, I think, matters to them a lot.
Welcome back, everybody. James Bellini here with Angela Shanks with the San Angelo Broadway Academy.
Hi, thanks for having us.
Absolutely. Talking about something pretty cool.
Yes, so we are opening Lion King the Musical this weekend. Opens Friday night, 7:30 p.m. It's part of our summer camp program at San Angelo Broadway Academy. So we have 98 kids in this production.
Oh, wow.
I know it's a lot. So they've been spending actually really only 2 weeks learning an entire show. And then third week we've been at the Murphy putting it up. But this is our second time to do Lion King. We did it in 2018, so we're really excited to bring it back this year. And we have some kids who were like 6 when we did it the first time, and now they're back in it again, kind of in the older roles. So it's kind of fun to look back at the old pictures and see.
Do the popularity of the songs help at all with the kids?
I think so too. I mean, they've all pretty much seen the cartoon, The Lion King, so they know.
Who hasn't?
I know, right? Circle of Life, Hakuna Matata.
Right.
Can You Feel the Love Tonight? So all those songs are still in the show, plus some more. So this is a great show. I always tell people with Lion King, if you don't really like musicals or theater, you have to come watch it for the aesthetics. So this is one of our masks, our headpieces that the kids wear. So we have 31 total in all. The lionists all have headpieces, and then we have some puppetry going on, and the lights are just breathtaking with this giant sun that raises from the floor, kind of modeled off of Broadway. So even if you don't like theater, just come and look and watch, and there's something to take away. Plus, this is a shorter show for us, so it's really only an hour and a half. We've got about a 40-minute first act and then a 30-minute second act. So it's great for young families if they're wanting to try to bring their kids to the theater for the first time, or older people who love theater arts and performing arts.
I'm a fan of Be Prepared.
Yes. Oh, myself. Be Prepared with Scar. Yes. That is such a fun one. I think the boys have the best time. They're all the hyenas, and 3 of the hyenas actually have the puppetry that they use for it. But our Scar's eyes glow, and we have some really cool fight choreography, so it's really, really neat.
All right. How much does it cost to get in?
Tickets are $15 for adults and $12 for kids 12 and under. And our show times are Friday and Saturday at 7:30 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday at 2 o'clock. If you don't know when you want to come see the show, you can always grab them at the door. But if you want to get tickets in advance, it's sanangelopac.org or just Google San Angelo Performing Arts.
All right. And you said it's almost just shot for shot.
It is pretty much shot for shot with a couple added. When you do any type of stage adaptation, you always add something in.
Right.
So the storyline extends sometimes a little bit out. Our characters are interesting because not only are we the animals, we've got grass, which is my favorite costume. They have big grass pieces on their head. You have giraffes and lions and gazelles and birds, and so you add the whole village of the savannah into that. And then, of course, we meet Pumbaa and Timon, who are the best part of Act 2. I feel like they're so funny, and they really kind of steal the show a little bit. So it's just a lot. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of laughter. It's a lot of heart. These kids have poured so much into it, and there's a lot of emotion wrapped into it. So I think even sitting in the audience, again, there's something to take away from the show, and it's different for each individual. But the kids are just ready to share the love of theater with other people.
I earlier this year I went to Austin, went and saw Hans Zimmer with my friend, and he did the music for the and
It's
It
amazing.
It takes you right back to being a kid watching.
It does. And I think that's a great point. Like, as kids our age, we watched The Lion King. It came out. And so
Right.
to take us back to that moment when we loved watching those cartoons and loved those stories, I mean, this is the perfect time.
And now you can share it with your kids.
That's right. That's right. Take your kids to the theater and share that special moment with them.
All right. Ms. Shanks, did we miss anything?
No, we got it all. Thank you so much for having us on.
Absolutely. Back to the studio. All right, everyone, we have two big stories in San Angelo. The first, 17-year-old Justin Ramirez of San Angelo has been arrested and charged with murder following a fatal shooting that occurred after an alleged drug deal gone bad near the River Point Apartments. On July 23, 2025, police responded to Roosevelt Street and Rio Concho Drive, where they found 19-year-old Joe Angel Martinez III wounded by a gunshot inside a crashed vehicle. Martinez had driven away from the River Point Apartments and collided with a masonry mailbox before being transported to Shannon Hospital. There, he died of his wounds. Investigators used Life 360 tracking data to trace Martinez's movements, confirming his route from Johnson Street to the apartment complex. A contractor at the scene reported seeing a suspicious vehicle, and security footage showed 3 individuals approaching Martinez's car, with one pointing a gun before the vehicle sped away. The next day, a witness told police that Ramirez and 2 other boys had left her house the night before and returned acting strange. Ramirez allegedly confessed to the witness that he was involved in a shooting during a drug deal and that the dealer had been shot. The witness said the boys discarded their clothing at her residence, which was still there when police followed up. Based on that information, Ramirez was arrested and booked in the Tom Green County Jail for murder. He is currently being held on a $150,000 bond while the investigation continues. And the Dove Creek subdivision saw some excitement this morning as a suspect connected to a string of thefts, burglaries, and stolen vehicles across Coleman and Brown counties was apprehended after a chaotic multi-agency pursuit. 47-year-old Scotty Ray Dyer from Brownfield, Texas, was arrested at approximately 10:20 this morning after attempting to evade officers by entering the waters of Dove Creek. The situation began around 7:05 a.m. when a Dove Creek resident on Twin Lakes Lane reported a suspicious individual claiming to be a federal agent. Dyer was riding an ATV and had already driven through 2 fences. When deputies arrived, he fled, prompting a large-scale response. Assistance was requested from the San Angelo Police Department's K-9 and drone teams, as well as air and ground units from the Texas Department of Public Safety. Over the next 2 hours, Dyer burglarized a home and outbuildings, stealing multiple vehicles in his attempts to escape. Deputies eventually spotted him on Dove Creek Lane East, leading to a brief chase that ended when he crashed into a tree and fled on foot into Dove Creek. Dyer evaded capture in and around the waters for about 40 more minutes before finally being arrested. He is currently being held at the Tom Green County the Tom Green County Jail on warrants from Terry County for theft, assault, and possession of controlled substances. Authorities expect further charges from multiple counties. Dyer, who has over 30 prior arrests and convictions for burglary and drug-related offenses, had eluded law enforcement in both Brown and Coleman counties earlier this week. The Tom Green County Sheriff's Office extends a thank you to multiple agencies and local citizens for helping capture Dyer. And in other news, Donald Kennemer, the co-owner of Pack Saddle Barbecue, received the San Angelo chapter's Restaurateur of the Year award, which highlights leadership, community involvement, and excellence in the food industry. And then on Sunday, there will be a brisket plate fundraiser to assist Natalie Salazar and Hector Gloria in getting their daughter Ari a headstone. Ari passed away recently due to juvenile Huntington's disease. The plate includes brisket, rice, beans, and a drinks. It is $15 and will be located at 3805 Lake Drive in San Angelo. And then also on Sunday, Carly Jo Johnson will return to the Paulland Baptist Church stage for the first time since being diagnosed with cancer. You've seen the video I did for them, and that is her singing. It really saved me when I was putting it all together. But Carly Jo will be at Paulland at the 9:30 service and the 11 o'clock service. And we'll be right back with weather after this quick word from Jay Chandler.
It's hard to believe how reckless some people can be and how hard they fight against real victims. You need a partner who consistently beats the giants and who will never, ever flinch.
Into the weather, we have a slight chance at some rain over the weekend, but other than that, it will be summertime. Right now, it's 91 degrees outside with a high up around 98 and a low tonight at 74. Saturday will be mostly sunny with a high of 96, and the low that night will also be around 74. On Sunday, we have a 20% chance at some rain in the afternoon, and Sunday in the morning will be mostly sunny. It does cool off a little bit to 93, and then the low Sunday night will be 73. Looking ahead to next week, it looks sunny with highs increasing up to 97, and the lows look like they'll be in the low to mid 70s. And we'll be right back after this message from our friends at Kano's Diamonds and Coins.
When it comes to unique pieces you can't find anywhere else, Kano's Diamonds and Coins is your one-stop shop. With over 24 years in the diamond and coin industry, Kano's Diamonds and Coins is West Texas's choice for diamonds, jewelry, coins, silver, and gold. Owner Bill Kano stands by his work and offers free consultations, including estate jewelry. Don't just trust anyone with your valuables. Come see the staff at Kano's at 1016 West Beauregard in San Angelo.
Thank you for watching the Live Daily News Show, the only locally owned news show in the Concho Valley. Go like us on Facebook, X, and other social media platforms, and download the San Angelo Live mobile app. For the Live team, I'm James Bellini.